Well, 11. 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, everybody.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Hi, Ali.
Hello.
Hello.
So, hello, everybody. Welcome back to our little D&D campaign for In the Demon's Grasp. This is session 13, lucky number 13, where all heck does not break loose. Right?
Are you
Well,
planning
don't
something?
When last we
don't
left off,
jinx us.
everybody had gotten to a way space, a traveler's rest, on the way to the town that they're heading for. Though right now they're kind of on the way as well, which is kind of a stop along the way to meet a Banrion that three sprites decided to deliver a message to them about.
The noble unicorn,
Yep,
yes.
the noble unicorn. And so they've stopped at a way station here along the road. Their target seems to be within distance. The sprites pointed out that it's where the trees change colors just down the road, and our characters here, our players, our player characters, have our party. There's the word I was thinking
Mm-hmm.
of.
Our littles.
Has had a slight meeting with grandmother Shrub, and who is currently drinking tea, and they've decided to take a rest for the night in this traveler's station here. So that's where we will go ahead and pick up. Uh, we do have Nihond and Althemia with us today, so everybody's here.
Yay.
Woo!
Yay!
Yay.
Yay!
So we will pick up there where everybody was just about to decide on what they were going to do for the night. And let's start there.
All right. One thing we should say for the stream: we have leveled up to level
Yes.
5 from
Yep.
3. We got 2 levels this time.
I'm assuming he
so
doesn't intend to throw something at us overnight.
Is that are those things? Are we getting them after we rest, or do we have them now?
Now,
Before we rested. Okay.
Oh, before we rest.
yeah, you
okay.
don't have your spells prepared because you've not rested yet, but you have earned that experience, and now that you've had a moment to settle down and get prepared, overnight you're going to pretty much level up to 5th level.
Okay.
Okay. That is what I was asking.
So we have the HP changes and such, but we do not have
Right.
the new spells equipped. Yep.
Correct.
That is what I was making sure, because I wanted to do something with one of my new spells, but if I don't have access to it until the morning, then I can't
Yep.
do it yet.
Right. Yeah, you do not have access to it until the morning.
Okay.
So the sun has gone down. It's a little bit chilly out right now. Again, there was a little more thunder way in the distance, but no real clouds can be seen overhead that says of an oncoming storm. So it may be somewhere way in the distance or just over the mountain. It's hard to tell. And so, what are y'all going to do for the night?
First, I want to ask Naya if she can distract Gemma for a couple minutes while I finish making the bracelet for her. I want to surprise her in the morning.
Okay.
I don't want Gemma to see me making it.
Okay.
That sounds like an okay.
Cause yeah, I want to see if I can stealthily make the bracelet.
Okay.
Do I have to roll
You can
anything?
easily do that. No, you can easily just like turn over to the side in the corner, and while people are settling down and getting ready for relaxation in bed. There are several beds that are in this thing.
Oh, you cut out.
You did definitely cut out Firedale.
Okay, there are 4 beds in this little stonewood hut type thing. Am I still here?
Yes.
Yes, you're still here.
Oh,
Yes.
Came back.
yay! Oops.
Okie dokie.
Alright,
So
so there are
yes.
4 beds. There are 5 of us.
Mhm.
Yes. Do you need a bed when you trance?
Probably not. There's technically 6 of us, including Drema, but she's not going to sleep anyway.
Yep. And if Midnight doesn't want a bed, she can just hop in her ring.
There's a fireplace as well as a fire pit
Yeah, she
almost
probably won't.
immediately next to it. There is a stone table with 2 chairs that look like they were kind of carved from stumps. A few of them even have some little leaves and things growing out of them. And Grandmother Shrub is currently, presumably, sitting on a chair kind of in the corner next to this table, having a root sip of the vial of tea.
Okay.
All right. So Naya has already has graciously gifted our host with the tea.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So Naya will not encourage a watch tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Will
The-
not feel the need to take a watch.
The 3 sprites will speak up as everybody seems to be getting ready to bed down for the night and everything. Selin speaks up and says, "We're going to go on ahead and let Banrion know that you're on your way here. That way we can have the party ready."
Oh.
They look very giddy and happy and everything else. And they go around and shake fingers as if they're shaking hands and say, "It was nice to meet you and nice to meet you." And they even shake Druma's hand, and Druma seems to happily accept the shake.
I'll take it we're close then.
We'll probably
Do
get
we
there
know the
tomorrow.
rest of the way without you?
You just go down the road, and once you get to the split in the road, turn left to go north.
Okay. Take your word for it.
Yep. Banrion's current what's the word? Banrion's residence is just across the clock tower.
Okay.
Across the clock tower. Right. Nice meeting you, little snails.
They all smile and bow their heads and zoom out the door and disappear into the coming night.
I'm gonna walk up to Naya and whisper so nobody else hears. This kind of makes me feel uneasy that they're leaving.
I think we'll be okay.
I'll
I
just.
think we're in good hands.
Good roots.
Princess
Roots.
is just like hovering right behind you, like listening in on the conversation and agreeing. Right. Oh, sorry, was that private? My bad.
I'll give Princess like a stare down and just slink
A
off to
stern
my
staring
corner
too.
after nodding at Naya.
Naya just laughs.
So the night is upon you. Starting to feel a little bit tired. You feeling a little bit exhausted there, Naya. So it's time for everybody to go to bed. Is anybody staying up? Is Princess going to stay up?
Yeah, Princess doesn't sleep, so
Hmm.
I would like to
Princess will stay
speak
up.
to Drema once it looks like everyone else is kind of settling into bed
Okay.
Is
before
this
I
the
go into my
distraction?
trance.
No, that happened earlier.
No,
You're good.
that was
Okay.
earlier. Distraction's done.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you've had plenty of time to make whatever bracelet you'd like to make.
Yeah, I'll end up
Um,
giving it to her in the morning.
Okay.
are there any are we in a building right now?
Yes.
Are there like windows in our
There
room?
is one opening out the front, not out the side or the back.
Okay.
And the
So
opening is the door. But the
Princess would be
door is not
posted.
really held onto the building.
Okay. Princess would be posted at that opening, at that
Okay.
window to be keeping an eye out.
Yep. The door is the only way in and out. There are no windows. But the door is not attached. Again, it looks like that there were hinges there at some point, but there are no more hinges, so you pretty much just pull the door closed and it fits into place.
Okay.
Pressure fits pretty much. It was open when you got here.
Okay.
So everyone beds down for the night. So let's switch over to Naya then before she takes her trance and see what she has to discuss with Drima.
Obviously, I'm sleeping with Nana's blanket, just to be clear.
Alrighty. Who's taking which beds? Who's the odd one out?
Oh, yeah.
Naya is not going to make use of a bed.
Okay.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
She's
So
going to trance in one of the chairs later.
So everyone starts snoozing. Could everybody, for the moment, please make a wisdom save for me?
No, that's illegal.
Me included?
Yes, you included.
Is this with advantage for me or no?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying. I usually. It says I have advantage on that.
And
I'm
that's
trying to remember
the
what from.
lowest I've rolled on that in a while. Fardale
Yeah.
trying to get out of this conversation with Drilla. I'm on to
Just-
you.
Oh, I think
Just
it's,
future reference.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. It is advantage for me. 16.
Okay, and you have it. You just have advantage on wisdom saves from
Yep.
the.
It's a racial feat.
Okay. Very good numbers, everybody. Alrighty, that's what I needed. Okay, so have your conversation ish with Drima.
So once it seems like everybody's kind of going to sleep, or at least not paying attention elsewhere, Naya is going to settle in next to Drema.
Mm-hmm.
And she's
Drima
going to
makes no affront at this point since her secret's out of
Yep.
yawning as if she's getting sleepy.
Yep. And
Good boy sitting nearby also doesn't seem to be all that tired.
and so Naya is going to, like, this has been bothering her for a while. We met Alfred,
Mm-hmm.
and he recognized Naya just fine, but didn't seem to recognize Drema.
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
And Naya grew up with Drema, and
Also
Naya and
correct.
Drema were very nearly inseparable.
Very correct.
So the fact that Alfred does not remember Drema has been bothering her.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna kind of look at Drema. And she's going to be like, "Do you remember Alfred, who we met back in town?"
She nods her head.
He didn't seem to remember who you were. Did you remember him? Have y'all ever met before?
She nods her head and she looks a little bit sad.
Do you have any idea why he doesn't remember you?
She shakes her head.
Okay. But you have met him before.
She nods her head.
Okay.
Firedale, this reminds me of an episode of Stargate where it's an alien creature who makes them remember them, but no one else does.
Oops.
It was just an ability of the alien.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then Naya's
And
going to just
she
kind of
doesn't seem like she's attempting to hide anything from you.
right. Naya's going to reminisce with Naya a little bit, just to kind of wind down that conversation
Mm-hmm.
until she needs to go into her trance.
Everything seems to play out fine. And thinking back, now that you've got that new information, of everything, especially with the sleepy stuff. And now that you're reminded that, would you please give me an intelligence check? A memory check.
Just a standard intelligence.
Yep.
Okay, let me make sure I'm on the check and not the saving throw.
And go ahead and do it with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Did that go through? Yes.
Yep.
Yes. 13 and 13.
Nice.
So
Apparently, you were
thinking
destined
back
for
on it-
13.
Apparently.
Thinking back on
Episode
it,
13.
That's the
Now-
third 13 I've rolled tonight in a
Yeah.
row.
13's the new lucky
and
number.
it's our 13th session, and those threes are popping up an awful lot there, Naya.
Yeah, it happened in threes.
Thinking back on it, especially with the sad look on her face, you remember back when he first seemed to not recognize her, she looked a little bit sad then too.
But she didn't look like she was expecting it.
Right.
Okay.
She looked like it bothered her quite a bit, but she was trying to put on a strong face.
Okay. Yep, so mainly Naya would just kind of reminisce about them growing up and the adventures they had and the people that she misses that they haven't seen since they came back out.
She
And-
smiles and
Yeah.
she'll giggle at some of the pranks you used to play with each other and things. I mean, she's really into it, and she seems to be quite happy to have someone to converse with at the moment.
Yeah, and Naya's going to just kind of make an offhand comment before she goes off to do her trance about we have so many birthday parties we have to make up for.
She thinks for a minute and then nods enthusiastically.
And then she will hand the glass beads, the pouch of glass beads over to Drema so that Drema can do her own little individual game
Whatever
and
she'd
entertain
like to.
herself, whatever she'd like.
She seems quite happy and content that you were thoughtful with it. And
Yep, and Naya will go and engage in her trance.
the night passes without incident, other than sometime late in the morning you hear the straw sucking sound from over in the corner on the table.
The roots, yep.
Yeah, as the roots drink the last of the tea, and the shrub is still sitting there. Go ahead and do a long rest.
Okie doke.
And now we have all of our spells.
Yay!
Yay.
Everybody is fully leveled, fully rested.
Woo.
It's morning.
Okay.
The sun is
And Princess
rising.
didn't see anything during the night?
Nope, nothing unusual. There was the occasional bunny that ran by that Princess would tell you about, but none of them had silver eyes.
Okay. Hey, Colfax. I saw several bunnies around last night.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
Like that one behind you!
Ah.
Oh, made you look.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
you're
the day
too
rises.
easy, Colfax.
That's my fault.
Can Phelan throw a rock at him, Princess? Not like trying to
Hurt.
not like trying to hurt Princess,
Just the playful
but like,
toss.
yeah, just a playful toss.
Uh-huh. I will
Oi.
allow that.
Oi,
It's just a little playful toss, and it's like,
why you
"Don't
throwing
mess
at
with him,"
me?
like-
It was midnight.
I can't tell the two of you apart when you're talking, so sometimes you're just gonna have to take the blunt of it.
Dang it.
I bet Midnight would giggle at that.
I
just
bet
in
you
her
it
head.
wasn't even Midnight that said it.
Uh-huh.
It was totally Princess.
I love how Princess is just like,
Midnight's
why me?
definitely, like silently giggling over there.
Yep. So as I wake up, I'm gonna pull the bracelet I made out of my pocket and like bounce over to Drema and hold it behind my back, just bouncing in front of her.
She tilts her head from one side to the other, trying to peek behind you.
I'll grab her wrist and
Uh-huh.
or I'll tell her to close her eyes.
She closes her eyes.
And then I'll grab her wrist and tie it on, and then I'll stand there and just keep bouncing till she opens her eyes again.
Like a classic bun bun.
Yep.
She opens her eyes, and what does she see?
It's a pretty flower sort of shape woven bracelet, and in the very middle is a green glass bead.
She looks quite happy with it. She holds it up and she turns it around, and then she reaches out and just gives you a sudden hug.
I'll hug her back tightly. I'm like, Grandma, we're friends. This friendship.
And you feel a cold nose on your back again.
Hi, good boy. That's cold. I'll shiver.
Yep, and he'll push his head up and under your arm and kind of nuzzle in there too, because he wants in on the hug.
We're with you, Grandma.
She seems quite appreciative of the gift and the company.
We're with you. And I'll look at Naya and smile.
I stepped away for a moment. I apologize.
Ooh.
You're fine.
All good.
I
So,
just got
any
back.
preparations for the
Yeah,
day?
you sound a lot louder.
Me?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
sound
dear.
good.
Is that good or bad?
You sound good to me.
Better now.
Okay.
It was just really loud for a minute.
Sorry, I was pulling my chair back in. I may have gotten too close to the mic while I was doing that.
So are
you
we
all
rationing
guesstimate-
today? Or are we good burying today?
Well, let Firedale say what he was going to say.
Okay.
You guesstimate that you can probably get at least to the edge of the wood, maybe by noonish, 1 o'clock. So pretty much, close to midday.
Okay.
And this is where the woods actually change to that silvery shade.
While
Naya will retrieve the pouch of glass beads and put them back in the haversack.
while Kalina was giving her present, Midnight is going to go over to the window.
The door?
Or is it just a door? Okay.
Yeah, it's just a door. There are no windows.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. My bad. So go over to the door, and she's going to stand in the door, and she's going to cast Detect Evil and Good.
Okay.
What are you trying to detect?
So for 10 minutes, I will know if there's any aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet, as well as where the creature's located, and I will know if there's a place or object within 30 feet that has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
You detect Faye behind you within about 15 feet.
Is it Naya?
I was about to say.
And Kalina?
I mean, you're gonna detect a lot of Fae right here.
Yeah.
Other than
like, is it the party?
Would
no,
Faye
it seems
come
to be
off as-
sitting in a chair over in the corner.
Oh, Mother
Seems to be doing
Shrub.
it.
Mother Shrub, yeah.
Mother Shrub, okay.
Of course.
And there's nothing else like hiding around or
Not that you can tell.
okay.
Question.
I'm not
Well-
sure if it would detect fey plants or anything because
You'll know when we
you were
get
saying
close
that
to
this
our.
area looked rather fey-like.
You'll know when we get close to our sprite friends.
Yeah, plants are still
Hang on.
plants, but things that actually have
Right.
what's the word? A soul, a creature.
A sentience.
Yeah, some of them may be fey, some of them may just be sentient
Dragon.
plants.
Mother
Her grandmother Shrub actually detects as a fey.
check a DMs.
And what about this like hut of hers? Was it like magically consecrated or anything?
That
It
wouldn't
does
tell
not
you that
seem
it's
to
not
be.
detect magic.
Yeah, yes, it does actually.
Okay.
It specifically detects consecration or desecration.
Ah.
I'm
So hallowed.
checking.
Question.
DMs.
What is your actual type?
What?
It's what I said in the DM.
If you are that actual type, then yes, you would be detected.
Mm,
Okay, so you detect
So
a second Fae then.
So
Alright, well.
Phelan pings as well. Yep.
That
Oh,
was my
yeah, there it is.
question. That was
I
my
was looking up
question.
for it. It actually says you are Fae. Okay, I had to go find it. Yes,
Because
you are
above
correct.
board, you're
Shh,
not.
The chat doesn't know yet.
Don't say.
Okay.
Even above board, don't say.
So-
Let it play out.
So
the
yes,
creatures I detect are Mother
you
Shrub,
detect 2 of them.
uh,
And Phelan.
Phelan. What about
Kalina.
Naya?
Does Kalina actually count as it?
I'm a Herringon. I'm a Fae.
Not our GM not knowing.
I
Well,
thought
it's
I was
because
Fae.
I'm not used to things not being just plain humanoid. So it's like, okay then.
I know, but it's just shocking. I can see your face. You're just like, huh? Like the cat meme.
And I thought
No,
Naya would be pinging.
Herringon are just humanoid. Herringon are not Fae. They
I'm
have Fae
humanoid with
ancestry, but
Fey
they are not Fae.
ancestry as well.
Okay.
What's
So-
a herring gone?
You both
Me.
have Fey ancestry, not being Fey.
I feel
Yeah,
dumb.
see, that's why I have to go look, is because most things are just humanoid. It's just your
Okay.
race specifically does actually count as Fae.
Yeah, I actually ping as elf for anything that requires me to be an elf.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't ping. Okay.
Correct.
Dude,
So
I'm
you
so
do
dumb.
detect-
I just kept calling Kalina a bunny person this whole time.
She is.
I am
That's what a
Herringon.
Herringon is.
That's
Yeah.
what
I
they're
know.
called.
I didn't know the actual name till now. That's why I was like, huh?
Uh-huh.
Now I feel
Yes,
dumb.
I am Herringon. I am Bunny
so-
Girl.
They're
back
I thought
Herringon
the
tomorrow.
herringon was a bone. I was like, bless you, what?
Tabaxi, you're not Fey.
Hair. Like a bunny, a hair.
All right. So
Ah,
I think I just
now it
blew
makes
your
more
mind.
sense.
Okay.
My brain
I
just
get Phelan and
exploded,
Mother
okay.
Shrub. What,
Yep.
what about this house thing?
You don't detect consecration,
Okay.
desecration. As far
Okay.
as you can tell, it's just wood and stone.
Okay.
At least based on this spell. I mean, looking at
Okay.
it, it looks like wood and stone.
So, okay. So that is up for 10 minutes as well.
Uh-huh.
What about any Fey bunnies?
You do not detect any Fey bunnies at the moment.
Okay. All right. So that answers the question, I think, then.
You hear
If
very
this
loud
stuff was, like,
stupid
cold
from the
flowing.
air, and for just an instant, you detect a Fey above you,
Hmm?
and then you see a bird flying off into the distance.
Interesting.
Yep, the insulting crows. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Naya will offer a curtsy to Grandmother Shrub.
The shrub
And-
bows like its upper half and lifts up the root that's still poked into the vial and offers the vial to you.
Naya will accept the vial back and express her appreciation for the safe overnight stay and wish her well.
Okay.
I'll tell Mother Shrub that I hope she has an amazing day.
Okay.
Oh. The shrub looks at you. As far as you can tell, it has no eyes.
Oh, this
Damn
whole
it, I
time
should have
was
taken-
imagining it. I was imagining it like a Tangela. I thought it.
Nope.
Like-
It just vaguely faces in your
It's
direction.
it's literally a bush with long roots that is sitting in a chair.
That is moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why when I was the description I got earlier, I thought Tangela.
You okay there?
No, I
is-
can't English.
First day, new tongue.
It is
Yeah, what she
effectively an
said.
awakened shrub, but it is fey.
Yep.
Neither knows what those are.
I do.
I was gonna
Except
take
I
speak
like
with
orchids,
plants when I leveled up, but there was other
Oh,
things I wanted to take.
Imagine the story you could have. Imagine what a shrub could tell you.
Yep.
Wonder how quick they would speak. I mean, I know, but maybe one day you'll find out.
Maybe one day we can
Yeah.
come back and I can speak with her. If it
So
would work.
Naya will gesture to the group that we probably shouldn't overstay our welcome. We should probably be on our way if we want to make it to Banrion before it gets dark again on us. And
Oh,
she would, if you
Go on.
asked about Goodberry, she would agree to Goodberry for food.
everyone else in agreement?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll cast a good berry then and pass it along. And since the
Thank you.
fairies are not here, I wonder, would Mother Shrub be able to poke her?
Probably not.
I mean,
They get their nutrients through their roots still.
She couldn't
I
poke
mean,
a
she could
root
probably
into.
poke into the berry, yeah, and absorb the liquid. Dehydrate the berry.
I'll offer
Would-
one to Mother Shrub as well.
Would that be cannibalism?
It's nutrients.
Meteor,
That's grown on a
Hey.
bush.
Meteor.
I
Uh-huh.
magically create them.
If a tree grows in a forest, it's the way of nature that things die and decay to
And
feed
become
the next.
nutrients, yes.
Yeah.
So I will also offer one to Mother Shrub since the fairies aren't here.
Firebud, I sent you another message asking a question.
Yep.
Oh, you
You're
responded.
actually on
Never
the way
mind.
to the town where you were heading. It's just this place is in between.
Okay, I
So
couldn't
this
remember if
meeting is
this
on the
was
way.
the place.
Nope.
I couldn't remember if this is the place or if it was the other. Because I was like, ah,
We have to go further to get to the
Ranger.
town.
Yeah. Yeah, this
A
is
lot
like a
further.
stop on the way. 'cause
Yeah,
it
we're
took
on
you
the way
down
to No Vale, which is where
Yes.
you wanted to go.
Yes.
So the shrub will poke the tip of its root into it if you offer it.
I do offer it.
Okay. You do that, it pokes the tip of its root into it and pulls it over to the table and sets it on top of the table.
I'll say again, it was nice meeting you. Hope to see you again one day. And I'll nod.
Yep.
Its
So-
upper like half bends down slightly, like swaying in the wind, then lifts back up, and it's back to mostly being still.
I'll wave to Mother Shrub as I'm walking out the door, like bouncing, waiting for everybody else.
Naya's already walked out the building.
Okay.
Yep. While we are walking, and I still have the Fey sense up.
Mhm.
Midnight won't, but Princess will fly over and just like land on Phelan's shoulder and ask her about being Fey.
Well, yes, she is Faye. Her name is Phelan.
I mean, yeah. So you, Princess, has just landed on Phelan's shoulder,
And
and what does
kind of convince her like
Princess
to
say?
pull back a little bit, and is whispering. I'm not going to try and whisper in that voice, but
Well, and Princess would have already known something was up because
the age
the
thing.
not aging thing.
the age thing. Yeah, Midnight and Naya both noticed it.
Yep.
She didn't age until she saw the rest of us aged and aged to match.
Yep. So, I learned a new spell last night, and it allows me to detect fey creatures. And you are glowing very brightly. Did you know that you were fey?
Don't
I know this must be
know.
a shock for you.
I don't. I think your spell might be broken.
I'm surprised you
I
didn't pull
don't
my name
think
as Faye.
so. Because it did Mother Shrub just fine.
I mean, it could just be responding to my name, maybe.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Out of character.
I'm gonna roll an intelligence check right now.
No roll
16.
deception check right there. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you set your own DC for that one because this is entirely for you and your character.
I gotta roll deception.
That's up to
Sure,
you.
ahead,
If you
roll
were
a
actually trying to
deception.
lie, that's between you.
If
all.
you don't want to do
Normally,
a roll off, yeah, you would roll
yeah,
deception.
normally
Yeah,
players have
I would roll
agency, so it's
insight,
up to
right?
you all.
Yo!
Oh,
Yes.
joking me.
Now that
Oh.
is perfect.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's
I
cool
mean-
to be it. Oh,
That is amazing.
that
Great
makes total
deception!
sense. I never even thought of that. It detects Fae. Oh my god. I'm sorry, my brain is just like exploding right now. I'm gonna fly over here and just think for a few hours.
That was amazing.
oh, that's so good.
Yep. Amazing.
Nat 20 on the deception.
Yeah,
Uh,
normally
Midnight
player
will never
interaction
know.
and everything is interaction and agency. Y'all normally decide on what you believe or don't believe. But against each other that way or stuff, I'm fine with the roll for it, and I'm fine if that's how it's decided. That
My
is
face
perfectly fine.
hurts.
high right now.
So yes, Midnight is now convinced that the spell detects Fae and Fae.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And Faye and Phelan because of the name spelling.
So now if somebody's name is undead,
Yeah.
Yep.
It will detect as undead. Hopefully.
Uh,
as
Somebody
far
whose
as
name is
Phelan
Celestial,
as far
yeah.
as Phelan is concerned and Midnight is concerned, it has detected Fae.
Yep. I love that I suggested it. Now it's a thing.
you see Midnight herself just kind of like scratching her head.
I mean, it
And
is a
just
new
like-
spell.
She's just like motioning things with her hands, just like trying to figure this out.
She is literally the definition of 2 + 2 = fish right now. Like what?
Yep. So as you're traveling, and right about the moment that your detection is about to drop,
Mhm.
you detect Fae towards a bush, and then your spell drops.
Oh, hold on.
You're still about another hour, maybe hour and a half away from the edge of where the
We
woods
haven't reached the
change.
silvery trees yet.
Everyone, wait. There's something over there.
Could everybody
Some-
give me a perception check, please?
Can I offer guidance to Princess when he says that?
You certainly can.
Excuse me. yeah.
Would I have advantage on this since I saw like exactly where it was?
You would.
Okay. 22.
Only you would, though. Princess would not.
Princess gets a D4.
Yep.
For guidance.
Oh,
And Naya is very distracted.
yeah, let me roll that d4. 4. So 26.
Well,
Did you give it to
22 for
Princess or
you.
to Midnight?
I gave it to Princess.
Okay.
Because Princess was the one that spoke.
Okay.
And so was immediately looking. I would figure.
And Princess got a 14.
Okay. Midnight and Colfax, as it's pointed out and everything, you look over that way, and for just a moment, you see a reflective silvery set of eyes staring at you from the bush before they immediately duck out of sight.
Bun.
I gaze into my star pin.
You gave into your starfin? What
Gaze.
did you-
Gaze into
Okay.
looking
Star
into it.
pin.
Okay, so you see this, and then you randomly take the piece out of your hair and gaze up into it for the next minute or so, next round.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's one round. So about 6 seconds.
Yep. So
And I tuck it
Colfax,
back.
you and Midnight saw these mirrored eyes before they ducked down out of sight.
Friend.
I
Hello,
saw
friend.
it. I saw it.
I
The
did
silver
too.
eyed one.
Yes. Yes. Very much so.
Should we go after it?
Hmm. Maybe not right now.
Or is this going to be another session of complete petting bunny pets?
No.
Or the interrogation that starts with, hello, meow.
So we're just going to continue on like nothing happened?
Hmm. Maybe.
They might come out later on.
Yeah. They come out later.
What if they're watching to make sure we get there safely?
Maybe.
All right. Midnight's going to touch Colfax and is going to give him a bardic inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
How are you inspiring Colfax?
By
Oh boy.
patting him on the back.
Okay.
Oh, thank
Pat
you.
on the back, you got this.
You got
Thank you.
this. You'll catch it, don't worry.
Hmm.
You got this, says Midnight.
Because I am now part bard.
Yep. 4 Wolark, 1 Bard.
Nice.
Oh, so we might both end up multi-classing into Bard then.
I think a
Well.
lot of us will end up accidentally multi-classing over the course of this campaign, so it's fine.
Okay.
Just go with it.
Yeah, I've kind of been not intending to, but slightly starting
Yeah,
to.
as far as I know right now, I'm not going to multi-class Fae, but if something happens during the course of the campaign, then something happens.
Yeah.
You could also accidentally. Never mind.
Don't worry about it. Moving on.
Oh,
Just moving on.
We are now friends.
Spoilers. Moving on.
So yeah, for 10 minutes you have an extra d6 to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Okay.
Okay,
Chase
so
bunny straight.
you're going to continue on.
Yep.
Alrighty, y'all continue on. Occasionally, like in the distance, you see an occasional weird-looking or weirdly colored fox. You hear some meows in the distance that seem vaguely familiar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the random crow that flies overhead and seems to just randomly yell out "stupid" for no reason whatsoever.
No, you're stupid.
Aho, aho. Anyways, it's an anime reference if no one knows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I recognize
So
it.
let's say around 11:45 noon, right on the dot, as the sun is straight up in the air, you get to the edge of this forested area where the trees go from being very green with the occasional silver, and it's like you hit a tree line on a mountain where suddenly it's just plain silver. Even
Ooh.
the grass on the ground has gone from being a little bit tinted blue to very blue silver looking.
Any pretty flowers around?
You do, just on the other side of this very hard line looking area, you see flowers much like what you saw before that the tea was made from, except these look perfect. The yellow in the middle is very circular. There are several blue large petals wrapped around the outside. They're not haphazardly spaced or anything. I mean, they look like the other is just an imitation of what these were.
Naya is a little bit alarmed at the shift, and she turns her attention back to the vials of shards, the crystals.
Okay.
And she's gonna look at the vial that's not sealed yet.
Oh, yeah, we were supposed to be taking care of that, weren't we?
Yeah, I'm a little worried to go in there without this secured.
I did.
Is there anything
I switched my spells last night. I prepared.
you can do something?
Do nails?
So Naya will fish out nails and hand over the nails and the vial.
I prepared heat metal.
Okay.
So, can I can try and put a seal on this.
Okay.
So, cast it, Firebut.
Okay. Wow, now your perception insight's a 17 now.
My passive perception, yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck getting past me now.
I was updating all the stuff.
So
Okay, are you going to use anything to protect your hands while you're heating it?
the tools. Don't we have the?
We have the farrier's tools.
Yeah, we have the
there's
farrier's
tongs and
tools.
stuff like that.
So
Mhm.
just as y'all are about to enter this area that seems
Oh, sorry,
like
I was
there's
muted.
obviously a change or a zone of everything, the group just kind of stops, starts thinking, we really should seal this up.
Yep.
I also have Mage Hand, which I can use to help hold it.
Also true. So
We'll
working
try with the
together.
farrier
Do you
tools.
really want to add more magic to the crystal
The-
that reacts magic to the vicinity? We should probably limit.
Yeah.
Just
Fair
a
And
enough.
thought.
I'll focus the energy on the nails, just to try
And
and
not the
seal.
crystals, yeah.
Not the vial.
Mhm.
Okay. Please give me a. Let's go. Give
And
me
just
a
to
strength check,
Mhm.
but because you're using the tools and everything, do it with advantage.
Can I give her guidance because I'm
You can.
assisting? Or can I just otherwise assist her?
Okay,
But
so a strength check.
she already has advantage, so guidance would be the best way to add her more.
18 or 19.
So you can give guidance if you so desire.
Add a d4.
You can just roll 1d4.
+4.
Okay.
I think
through
I'm
the
good.
assistance and the guidance and working on it and everything else, and you cast a spell on this very small nail and you twist it into like a corkscrew kind of shape, so that you can fit it over to the top. And are you going to seal it with a bead, or are you going to seal it with the
I think my plan
rubber?
probably would have been to shove the bead in first and then seal over
Okay.
top of it. Would make more sense to me, so the bead can't pop out. Like it's.
Okay, and are you wanting to do this to both vials?
Because we did have one vial that already had a bead in it. That
Right.
was pressure fit.
Can I do it with the one spell?
Yes.
Then yes, I'll seal both.
Okay.
Um,
So you managed to seal both of these up in the glass vial, so you
Hold on.
effectively.
Meteor
Go
was
ahead.
saying something.
sorry. You know what really amuses me at the moment?
What's that?
Part of the description of Mage Hand says that you can use it to pour the contents out of a vial.
Uh-huh.
Well then.
Yeah. It's interacting with an object, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I could just pour those right out of the vial for us.
Well, we don't want them.
I know.
Yeah, no.
Yep, you can use
That's
it
That's
to
usually
that's
feed
the
somebody
opposite
a
of what we
potion.
want. We want them contained, not released.
Yep.
So yeah, I'd seal them both.
So you manage to form the nails just into a corkscrew looking thing that you can kind of twist onto the outside, that just really seals the grip on the bead and the top half of the vial. So you currently have 2 sealed glass vials of blue
Shards.
crystal shards.
Naya, does
Okay.
it look like the bead sealed one grew any?
Does it? Fair
They
enough.
seem to have gotten fatter, but not really that much longer.
Okay.
As if
They're
taking up more
growing
space
to fill
inside
the
the vial.
space, but not to get out of the space necessarily.
The beads definitely seem to be doing their job.
That's good.
You didn't cast the magic near the vial, you cast it on the nail and then formed the nail.
Yep.
So
Right.
I was purposely trying to avoid activating the shards because
Yeah, we learned that that's a bad
science.
idea.
Yep.
okay. So you now effectively have 2 sealed vials of crystal shards.
Right, so I will put them back in my normal backpack.
Oh, you're not going to put them in the haversack? Oh,
No. No,
okay.
we've learned that's a bad idea too.
Okay. So while this is going on,
I wonder if dispel magic would work on them.
Naya, as you're seeing this happen, just like out of the corner of your eye in the Silver Woods, you happen to see 2 sprites and what appears to be a satyr or a satire.
Satyr?
Satyr,
Satyr.
yeah.
It's been
Satyr.
a long time since I've said the word.
Phil
Yes, a
from
satyr
Hercules.
kind of just watching you, kind of curiously.
So now is when I should have put up the text.
Well, I found them, so
Yeah.
no detection required. We found them.
For some reason, the satyr is holding a gun, and
and
he's wearing very thick Coke room glasses,
Nah.
Donald room glasses.
and now you can see, even though they appear to be watching you curiously and everything, as you're there, you just kind of meet eyes with one of them, and
I'll
it's
nod in
satyr.
acknowledgement and then look away, move on.
Can I
Okay.
be too distracted just picking the normal looking flowers
Oh yeah,
to
you're
notice?
distracted. You're good.
Okay.
Uh, I
I'm
will
like,
say
oh, Naya
before
will
you
love
turned
this.
away, Naya, you noticed that it had like a frown on its face, and its skin looked kind of dirty and grubby looking.
Did anything on them look torn?
Not
Or did they just look dirty?
they look like their features and everything looked kind of
Muddy?
well worn and
Mm,
darker on the other side kind of look and everything.
okay.
And about at the moment after you turn your head, just in the distance towards the forest, you hear this call out that says, "Enjoy our sunny woods." And silence.
Okay.
I think my ears will perk up to that and look around in shock.
Yep, everybody heard this suddenly just from the silvery woods. You hear that voice that said this, and then silence.
What the heck was that?
Should I cast it again?
Phelan's got a WT. She's not saying anything, but she's looking behind her like, the fuck was that? Like she's about to cast a dragon's breath at the air. Like that's how befuddled she looks right now.
Naya is going to very carefully, because I'm assuming we're still at the threshold. We've just crossed the threshold.
You haven't yet crossed it yet. Y'all stopped before going into it to deal with the vials. You saw this while y'all were working on the vials.
Naya is going to look around and look for pebbles or anything on the ground.
Okay. You see several of the flowers, very pristine ones inside, the still haphazard ones that are literally on this side of that line.
Naya is going to gather up any pebbles she can find, and she's going to make a shape in the pebbles on the normal side.
Okay.
So
Just
she's just
something to
gonna,
try and remember.
yeah, she's just gonna make a heart.
Oh. Flower petals look a lot like hearts too if you look at them really closely.
Yeah, she's just gonna make a heart out of some little rocks and pebbles.
Okay.
And she's going to very, very gently, almost as if by accident, swing her arm and release one of the pebbles into the threshold.
Okay. It flutters through the air and down and lands on the ground.
Okay.
You can see it. It's laying there.
Can
All
I
right.
bounce around, just excitedly point out the perfect flowers to Naya? Are those your tea flowers? They don't look
Are
weird
they our
though.
tea flowers?
You said
They look very much like them, as if yours are very bad imitations of them. And
Ooh.
getting a good look at it now, that memory flashes through your head again that you had of that little moment where you were having the tea poured, and the petals that poured out of that tea kettle looked exactly like those.
They are.
Should we
Those
pick
are.
some? They look better. Less weird.
Ask first.
So I'll look down at the flowers and like, flowers, do you mind if I collect some of you? We'll just sit there. And then look back at Naya. I asked.
Is there any kind of movement at all?
There is not.
Okay.
Midnight and Princess are both just eagle-eyed at our surroundings at the moment,
Okay.
actively looking for any dangers.
Can I creep up to the line and look at Naya? Can I try to grab one?
Naya is going to prepare a spell, but then nod her head yes. Do I need to
Okay.
tell you what I'm preparing, Fardo?
If you're preparing to cast a specific spell, yes. What are you
Okay.
preparing to cast, just in case?
I am preparing to heal the ground. Cast a healing spell at the ground.
Okay. So,
Okay.
like, if she
Uh,
plucks it, you're going to cast a healing spell on the stem.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm preparing to cast a
is
healing
she
word on
having to
it.
cross these stones to do that?
There's no stones. It's just
Uh,
it's.
It's like a
Have you ever
line
seen?
in the forest.
Have you ever tried to put together a jigsaw puzzle, and one
Mhm.
piece fits perfectly, but the color is just so off, you absolutely know the puzzle piece doesn't go there.
Right. Okay.
You know, that's kind of what this is. Is it's like a an area of the ground where it's like you're literally walking from one thing into another. I mean, it's a dead
My
cut off the
Minecraft
gap.
biome transitions.
Yeah, the old style before it was blended.
Yeah, moving from a swamp into a plains.
Yeah.
So then
So I mean,
I'd move.
the grass is much more vibrant, silver blue on the other side of this from where you all are. The flowers look much more pristine. The trees, instead of some leaves being kind of haphazard, some of them were out here. The trees look as if that's the way they're supposed to grow.
Okay.
Naya
Um,
will well, it's up to you. Can I do an emboldening bond and still be readying a spell or being ready to cast a spell?
Emboldening bond, is that concentration or freebie?
That is a freebie.
Okay, then you can cast that first, then ready a spell if you so desire.
Okay.
what was the unicorn's name again?
Danrion.
Banrion.
Banrion.
So
Okay.
basically, what I would do is I'd sneak up to that line, the shift, stay on our side, but reach over to the closest flower I could to
But
try.
before she does that,
Yep.
Midnight's gonna put a hand on her shoulder for a second, and Princess is gonna just yell out, "We were invited here by Banrion as his guests," and then he's gonna let go of you.
Well, they did say
Naya's
enjoy.
going to put an emboldening bond between herself and the person that is furthest to the back of the line. The furthest away from crossing the threshold.
So let's get walking order then. So we currently know Kalina's right up front. So who's closest to the back? Who's just standing back watching all this go on? Anybody?
I would think Colfax.
Probably, yeah, probably me.
So Naya will put a bond between herself and Colfax.
Okay.
Midnight is going to be right up next to Kalina,
Oh, tingly.
and
Well, yeah, you tapped her
now
shoulder.
that she has yelled that out, she's going to step across the line.
So
one
Midnight's going to step first.
Yep.
Well, Naya was gonna step as soon as Kalina
Mhm.
reaches over it.
Yep.
But yes.
I guess kind of all at the same time. Like
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
Kalina's reaching for it, Midnight will step
So
forward.
Kalina reaches down, reaching her hand over the threshold. Midnight and Naya both step forward over the threshold.
Hmm.
It's like crossing from a very cool fall day, where the air's kind of chilly, to very comfortable in here. And everything else, it's like, night and day type difference. It feels warm, comfortable, almost serene feeling. You do get kind of a musty smell of mushrooms and fungus and the trees and everything else like that. In the distance, you can see like sunbeams coming down through the tree canopies and everything. Just the air feels nicer. It feels cleaner in here. Things like that. And Kalina, you feel this with your hand as it reaches over. It's like your arm is kind of chilly from the air, but your hand is suddenly very comfortable feeling.
Okay.
The weather changed.
I think I would pull my hand back for a second and look.
Your hand seems to be fine.
And noticing everybody moving forward, I think I would step further into it and then look around and be like, okay, Miss Voice that appeared, is it okay if I pick a flower? This seems weird. I'll look at everybody else.
There's
Go
no
ahead.
response from
I'll look to Nye again.
the forest.
Do you?
Naya will nod and just be ready to heal the ground where you pluck a flower.
Okay, so I'll lean down and pluck one that's close to me.
I'm just constantly scanning the area.
Okay, you pluck the flower, and Naya immediately casts to heal on the
Yeah,
stem.
Naya will cast a healing word on the grass where the flower was pulled from. Yep.
Okay, the stem covers over. A new flower doesn't grow, but the stem like closes up where it was slightly leaking where she had plucked it.
You get 5 points of healing.
Okay, why are we
Wind
healing the
rustles.
flower?
Just go with
Wind
it.
rustles through the trees. Okay, you now have a very pristine, beautiful 5-leafed blue flower.
Okay, I would like to stick it in my hair for now,
Okay.
in
Interesting
a
choice.
safe spot.
Gotta keep walking. And motion for everyone else to do the same.
Yeah, Naya will make sure everybody comes in. And then continue moving.
Yep.
I would like a Constitution save, please, from Princess.
From Princess. Okay.
While we continue walking, can I put my hand on the sending stone to see if there's any reaction?
You can.
3.
I take it there's no reaction.
There is no reaction to the stone. The moment that Princess passes the threshold, Princess starts to say, "It's hat," and then poofs out of existence.
Okay.
Oh. Magical barrier? Of some kind?
So Midnight, walking all confidently up at the front, sees Princess just disappear.
Yeah. Princess
then-
yells out, "It's hat!" Poof.
And then, like, all the confidence from her just fades.
She just freezes.
She lost her voice.
Yeah.
She looks terrified at the moment.
Where did Princess go?
Colfax kind of like runs over and just puts a hand on her, just to kind of try and comfort a little bit.
So that happened as soon as we crossed the threshold.
As soon as Princess crossed the threshold, Princess like,
Take a step back.
okay,
You're gonna cross back over?
Yeah, is Princess back?
no.
Crap.
Okay.
Who looks the strongest in our group?
Strongest how?
Aerilyn?
Strongest technically should be Naya, shouldn't it?
Yeah, no, yeah, I
If
believe
it's
Naya?
strength based, yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
Then I'm probably cowering a little behind you.
So both Midnight and Naya step confidently across the threshold, and Kalina reaches down, picks a flower, and Naya casts a healing spell. You hear, "It's hit!" And then suddenly you have a very shivering, very upset and confused Midnight grasping you, kind of like Dreama was before.
Okay. Naya will protect. So
Can we give Midnight a piece of paper to write out what?
That's up to you all.
well, didn't I get one of her puppets earlier to try to mend it?
I believe you did.
So I will make sure she has that puppet.
Can she talk through the puppet?
She'll hold on to it, moves the mouth, but no words come out.
She's speechless.
Okay.
She holds on to the puppet tightly. That's anti-magic, but you just cast magic.
So it'll be explained. I have an idea. I think I know what it
So
is.
maybe just the threshold itself is an anti-magic barrier. Magic
Can you try to summon Princess back into existence within?
If I had an hour.
Maybe not yet. Let's keep moving.
Yeah, it would take me an hour to resummon him.
Let's get somewhere not in the open.
So y'all continuing forward?
Or are we going to take
Yes.
an hour to break? See if we
No.
can get. No, okay.
Okay, so as you're traveling along the road here, your path through the woods slowly goes like down a ridge line because again, you do have the mountainous terrain that's further north and south from where you are, but this is the cut between the trees start to crowd together under a very dense canopy overhead. You see lots of fallen nuts, and several of the tree trunks are coated in thick patches of fungus, and you have that mushroomy smell entering. However, even with all this gloominess and darkness, because this canopy is so thick, there's still lots of vivid sunbeams that are shining down through the trees here and there. So as you're walking further, could everybody please give me one moment here,
Yes.
How much
a
time has passed?
dexterity check.
How much time has passed since we crossed the
Since
threshold?
you all crossed the threshold, maybe 15-20 minutes, so not
Okay,
much
so
at all.
emboldening bond is ended. All right.
Colfax, a check, not
Just
a save.
a flat
save.
dexter-
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was about to ask.
I was checking because emboldening bond is 10 minutes.
Oh,
I was hoping it would be
Wait,
within,
huh?
but it's not.
a check. Oh, okay.
Check.
Yeah, just click the plus on the dexterity for rolling.
Yep.
The most dexterous of us got a 2.
I rolled
Okay.
one more.
I clicked the wrong one.
So Meteor got an 8.
I will guidance myself if I can, if that's
can.
allowed.
So
So let me roll my d4.
Midnight got an 8. Phelan got a 6.
I have an 11
Wow.
total.
All of our
Colfax
D4s
got a
today have been
12.
fours.
Kalina has a 19. Naya has a 7.
I have an 11
First
total.
floor is an 11.
Yep.
Okay. Phelan, can you please roll a d4 for me?
I sense that this is highly illegal, so no.
Okay, I'll roll it.
I rolled it. I rolled it.
You rolled a 2. Yep.
Okay.
2 seemed to like me after that deception. It said I broke the laws of braingitude.
Yep.
So now you get poop.
As you're walking by, one of the mushrooms on one of the trees nearby you kind of lets out a puff of spores into the air. Can you please give me a constitution save?
Are you poisoning her?
Okay. You
Not
manage
necessarily
to
poison.
hold your breath for just a moment as the puff settles back down, and all is fine with the world again. However, I would like you to make either a nature or a perception check for me.
I'm just gonna keep making
Just
powder.
Phelan.
Yes, just Phelan.
Nature or what?
Perception.
Either nature or perception.
Nature or perception. We're gonna go with perception.
Can I guide her?
Can you what?
Can I guide her?
You certainly can.
How to d4?
I'm looking for it. Oh, okay. Oh my
Another 2.
stars! Are you shitting me?
Oh, it's just a d4. Are you okay?
No,
Why not?
I'm getting
'Cause you
my
done
lucky
like
number
2.
turned into a 2.
So 11.
So no, the wind's blowing through the trees, and this seems like it randomly happened. It's just a random puff of this mushroom that exploded, but you managed to not breathe in any of the spores or whatever it was that it puffed out. And you continue onward. So about another 5 minutes pass. Another 10. Everybody give me a dexterity check, please.
Not again. I'm scared.
So
My dice
nothing's
don't like
happened
me
with
anymore.
my little roll?
Can I say that since I noticed
Wow.
her struggle last time, can I put an emboldening bond between the two of us?
You certainly can.
Okay.
No.
Well, Colfax.
Firedale, nothing happened with my low roll?
No.
Okay.
All right, so you get a free d4 again, Phelan.
Okay.
And I also get one.
Oh my stars! I got a 3. I broke the chain. I gave you the chain.
No, I haven't.
What's
That's okay.
What's a fudge roll?
A fudge roll?
It says
Fudge roll is when you fake the result of a roll. You lie.
Oh.
Don't do
Uh,
that.
Colfax,
No.
would you be kind and roll me a d4?
Sure.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
And I'm dead.
Okay.
Apparently, I complained about it too much, so the dice said fine.
So
Go to
y'all
someone
are
else.
traveling through. Colfax is looking around. Everybody's moving through this gloomy area and trying to stay within the light here and there. And just all of a sudden, a huge spiked nut, like the size of a mace's head, lands on Colfax's head.
Ow.
Colfax, you
Uh,
take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Colfax, you okay? That was crazy.
Okay.
Are we being
And now,
attacked by squirrels now?
with that, I would like everybody to please give me a nature or perception check, please.
They're both the same, so
17.
9. I'm rolling horribly, which makes sense for midnight at the moment.
Is emboldening bond still going on?
Yes. So we each get a d4 still.
Okay, so Colfax and Naya get to roll a d4.
Or not Colfax, it's Phelan and Naya
Phelan
at this
and Naya.
point.
Yeah, sorry.
It's
So
not
Allie
gonna
gets to
really
add a
matter with
D4.
Phelan.
Allie, roll
It's
a
still in that
d4.
one, but I have a 21.
Laughs at
So
my
an 8
face.
reduced to 1.
I have a 21 total.
Oh.
Maybe I can mitigate it.
So you notice as y'all are passing around that just through pure happenstance and everything else, these things seem to happen when like somebody's toe or elbow or something happens to hit right in that line of light, and then you sitting there thinking just a moment, looking at things, the sunbeams seem to be shifting in the air and moving in a very unnatural way. Normally like the sun would be straight down through the trees, and if the tree moves, it would still be straight down, but these seem to be like swaying to the side on occasion and things like that.
Stay
it-
out of the sunbeams.
What do you mean?
The mushroom and the acorn, it triggered when part of their body went into the sunbeam.
And you
Ooh,
may
new
need
map.
to refresh.
Nope, it updated just fine. We are all the way at the bottom.
Bottom left.
Ta-da! Focus ping.
Yeah, so I'll mention stay out of the sunbeam and explain what I observed.
Yep. So you're there. You continue traveling along the path. Everybody, please give me a dex check if you would, please.
Okay, I will guide Colfax.
9. Wow. I am having very bad rolls
Oh,
at the moment.
there's my bad roll. There it is.
It's been like another 15 minutes or so.
Give it a minute, Allie. It will clear.
Oh, okay, so the emboldened bonus down.
If it doesn't clear, then
Then-
refresh.
Okay.
And you can definitely see, like, in front of you, the path seems to diverge off. You can't see it well because of the trees and the overgrowth and stuff, but you can definitely see, a path leading off to like the north and the south, and then this one seems to continue on to the east.
What are these?
They appear to be tree
Stumps.
stumps.
We're not there
Okay.
yet.
Well, there's one behind us. We've passed through them.
Yeah.
So I was asking what they were.
Naya, could you roll a d4 for me, please?
Yup. 4.
Okay.
Now I get to take
apologize.
4 damage. Possibly.
You accidentally drew on the map.
You can delete it.
Yeah, you can
Click and drag over and hit delete.
Click and drag over it to make a selection, so you have the whole thing selected, and then you can delete
Yeah,
it.
because the lines are really weird. Okay.
If you zoom into it, then you should be able to click on it and delete it.
Okay.
4 versus 4.
It's okay.
Naya,
Yep.
I need you to make 2 Constitution saves for me, please.
Okay. Can I guide myself on these, or are they just happening?
You can guide yourself on the first one.
Okay. I will do that. It's a save,
Yes.
and it's not on a thing that I would have advantage on, yes?
It is not.
Okay.
Devil's advocate here.
Uh-huh.
I don't think you can guide yourself on a save. Only on checks.
Let me read it.
because you're having to
A save is an
do it
ability
ahead of
check with an
time.
extra
Yeah,
save.
saves are an ability check.
Yeah.
Yes, but guidance you would have to do before you make it, and with a save you wouldn't
Isn't
know.
it a reaction?
Or
is it?
It is not a reaction.
Oh,
Once
yeah.
before the spell ends, target can roll a d4 and add the
Okay,
number.
So yeah, you would have to
It
do
can
it
roll
in
the die
advance,
before or after making the check.
but you would have to have the spell already cast. So he's right.
Yeah,
I apologize.
I did have it from the last thing that we did, but
Mm-hmm.
that's okay. Because I guided myself on the dex check. But
I'll let it carry over. That's fine.
that's fine.
We'll say it counted for this one.
I mean, I'm fine either way. I just, if that was why.
Okay.
And then the other check, another 8. Nine's just going to be rolling in triplicate today.
Okay. So out of the tree falls a large spiked nut again, but
Here we
this one
go.
looks like it has 2 mushrooms on it. The nut hits your head, and you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep. Okay.
After which, both of the funguses suddenly burst. You take 5 points of poison damage.
Okay.
And you have disadvantage on your next ability check.
How low are you on HP, Naya? Or how bad
Well,
do you look?
I just lost 9. So.
So all of this happened all at once, and you look down, and your toe is just barely in one of the sunbeams.
It doesn't answer my
Bardic
question, though.
inspiration on Naya.
How badly hurt do you look?
Not very.
Not very.
Okay. So I don't
I'm
need to
okay.
healing word you.
I'm fine.
Right.
Okay. If you need some heals, let me
She's
know.
only taken like 9 points of damage so far.
As you say to the healer, I'm okay. I'm okay.
But yeah, Naya, you have Bardic inspiration.
Okay, thank you. So that's a d6?
Yes.
Okay.
So everyone's trying to tiptoe through here, and suddenly Naya has what Colfax had happen, just quite a
A
bit
little
worse.
worse. Yeah, a little bit worse.
So what are y'all going to do now that this has happened? Are you going to continue on? You going to stop, take a breather? I'm not trying to push you. I'm just asking.
Can we try to get
How
under the
close are we to that fork in the road we were supposed to be looking for?
I think this
by
is
the
fork in
way,
the
the
road.
large trees you see here, these are actually large trees. I know they
They're
look
full
like
grown. They're not actually chopped.
yeah, the large ones are not actually
They're
chopped down.
Yeah, the ones that look like stumps just extend past what we can see on the height here.
I was gonna say, can we try to make our way under the trees instead of on the path?
I mean,
I
y'all
think
are
that'll
under
be
the
worse.
trees. Even the path is covered by the tree, the canopy of these trees and everything else.
Right, there's
It's
no
not as
fully
open as it
avoiding
looks.
the sunbeams,
Yeah.
even under shade, because they're not behaving normally.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand and have it held up above mine and Naya's head to hopefully deflect anything that's falling on them.
You get one.
How big is the mage hand?
The size of a hand.
Yeah. And it lasts for a minute.
Why is the forest attacking us?
It's a great question.
Yeah, I don't expect it to do all that much, but if it can deflect a little, even
And
one,
as you all are
that's
standing
useful.
here, you see some of the sunbeams like wiggling as if they're searching for something. One of them just barely comes close to Colfax's foot, and Colfax manages to pull his foot away.
I don't think
Naya has
passing
an
with
idea.
I don't think pass without a trace would help in this.
Naya's gonna pull out the blanket again.
Okay.
Naya's gonna put the blanket over our heads.
So y'all gonna huddle up together and put the blanket over your head?
We're gonna
And
hold
walk
it
like
up
it's a parachute.
like it's a parachute or a little awning over our heads. Yep.
My mage hand can help with that, I guess.
Yeah, it can hold a corner so that we don't have to have our hand out and exposed.
Could we maybe
Yeah.
find some sticks on the side and use sticks and tie it so we can hold it up?
Yeah, we don't have an umbrella, so I'm trying for the next best thing here.
Well, like I said, couldn't we go to the side of the road, find some sticks, use our
While
rope
y'all
and
are looking
tie?
around and doing this stuff, everybody give me a dex check.
I didn't say
Well, I
we
mean,
were going
I've
to.
already just held it above my head. I'm not looking for anything.
Okay.
I got my hood on. So
I don't
does
think
that
that
do
makes a
anything or no?
difference.
No,
I'm
okay.
mostly trying to make it so that if stuff falls down, it falls onto the blanket and not onto
Instead
us
of you all.
directly. That's all I'm trying to do.
So we
Right.
need another dex check.
Yeah.
Okay, I think
Alrighty. You all are working on putting up this makeshift cover, and as you're doing it, there's a small rain of these spiked nuts that just fall out of the sky and land on top of your makeshift cover and roll off to the side.
Okay.
Y'all going to move forward?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Keep moving.
So y'all move
Yep.
forward, and you get around there, and I need everybody who's holding on to the sheet to make either a strength check to hold on to it or a dex check to let go of it. Your choice, as suddenly you feel it being tugged up away from you.
How do I do that with mage hand?
The mage hand would use your stat.
Yeah, I
Or
let
your
go of it. This
spellcasting
this
stat.
was a wise
okay. So
decision.
which one of us are holding?
Strength or what?
Everybody who raised strength was holding on to it. Just rolled very
Strength or
poorly.
dex? And it's a check, not a save, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, who's
Just
So
a check.
but who's
Faye, roll that
holding?
again.
Everybody who rolled strength, which is
Yeah, it's
Naya
up to
and
you all. Whoever
Phelan.
wants to hold on to
Yep.
it. If you
Yeah.
want to grip it and try and hold on to it to keep it from being lifted, roll a strength check. If you want to purposely try and let go before you're tugged up with it, give me a dex check. But you either are deciding to hold on to it very tightly or let it go, so you can't do both.
Allie, that was a
Yeah.
save, not a.
Yeah, you have to roll just a straight strength check, not
Oh, my
a
bad.
saving throw. Yeah, we've all rolled very poorly with strength so far.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Everyone that rolled dex did roll high enough. Everyone that rolled strength rolled low. So it is pulled out of your hands. Everybody who intended to let go manages to let go and not be tugged up with it. As your blanket is pulled up into the air, and I would like very much for everybody to give me a initiative roll, please. Roll for initiative.
Oh boy. Oh man.
Oh boy, I forgot
Well,
to click myself, but yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to click myself too. I think Midnight's
Yep.
going last.
Same.
Firedale,
But we can type
Yeah.
it in.
why is Plank from Meta and Nettie here?
Yeah, Phelan's going first.
Dang it.
Why is Plank from Meta and Nettie here?
Plank!
Back. Okay, there we are. We are on token layer now. Okay. And looking up
Plank
above you,
moved!
you see a
He did
rather
move.
large treant who has reached down
Oh,
with
a
one of its
treant?
limbs,
Oh.
and has pulled the blanket from over your heads.
We need that. Can I have it back, please?
Okay, give me just a moment. I apologize. It's going to take me a second to get prepared here.
He's getting a voice changer set up.
Yep. Got to get everybody ready. I thought I was ready. I wasn't. I apologize.
Hashtag horrible DM.
Yep. Hashtag horrible, horrible me. Sniffle, sniffle,
It's
sniffle.
no longer
Hashtag
fire butt.
totes professional.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's permanently now fire butt. Your name has been changed.
He's always been Firebutt. What do you mean?
No, but his name on the thing is Fire D, so now it's Fire Butt.
Fire, but more like fired, but ha.
Okay, Midnight. What did you roll?
I rolled a natural 1 for 3.
Which became a 3, yeah.
Okay, Colfax.
21.
18 plus 3 is 21.
Okay, Kalina. Looks like a
Ew.
-1.
5 plus 4,
5 plus 4.
which is a 9.
9.
Okay. I don't know why I put in a -1. Phelan.
That looks like it was a 17 plus 4 for a 21.
Alrighty.
Yep.
So higher
Nice.
dex score.
Yep.
Mine was a 13 plus 0 for a 13.
Yep.
Alrighty. And then should be able to show where you at.
There it is.
Ta-da.
Oh, Princess has to be gone.
Yes.
Princess
Be
is
gone with
not here.
Princess.
Bye, Princess.
Again.
Poor Midnight has to watch him poof twice.
Okay, everybody is there.
And
they
the tree ant
is.
went poof.
Did it?
Yes.
Oh,
Dang,
yep,
nabbit.
you
Yeah.
deleted the tree.
We did it. We won.
Yay!
Get back down there.
Oh.
And give me just a moment to make this a little more visible. There, that way the lines are much more visible. So, you all do see a path. You know, it's obviously that you see this here. Do you remember what the sprite said to do?
Go
Said to
left.
go left to the north.
Okay. So, Phelan, it is your turn. You are currently adjacent to the roots of this large treant, who, as it was lifting up the blanket, also uprooted itself from the ground.
Does it look like it's an active threat to us?
It seems to have
It
stolen
took
your
our blanket.
We need that.
That's our blanket.
We can't play
But is it like-
parachute without the blanket.
But is it like an actual threat to us? Like, is it going to stomp on our heads and stuff?
We don't know that yet.
Can I do a check of some sort to see if it's a threat to us?
You can.
What check do I do? Perception? Insight?
It would be an insight.
Okay.
I know, right? Blanket theft is worse theft.
So rude.
Okay.
That's wood.
I got a 19. Is it threat?
You definitely get that it seems to be quite imposing, and it throws your blanket off to the side, and along the large trunk, looking up towards the canopy of this large tree, you see a very weird grimace and two beady eyes looking down at you, woody eyes.
Oh, that's supposed
And
to be the
it does
trunk.
seem like
Got
it's
it.
happy. Yeah,
Okay.
I had to give it a face. It's a bad face, but I had to give it a face.
It looks like a table on top of a tree.
It's a plank
I
on top
use
of a tree
my-
because we can't see the bottom of the tree with
Yep.
the angle we're at.
Got it.
Can I use my? Can I still attack?
You can.
Can I use my dragon breath on it?
You certainly can.
What am I supposed to roll for it?
If you look at your dragon breath, it has a save that it has to roll,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and then you roll damage, and I believe it takes either some on a miss or not. I'm not fully
Do
sure.
we
I'd have
want
to see
to
it.
make it angry by attacking it?
I mean,
It
it
doesn't look
started
happy at us.
It started
He just
it.
said
It stole our
it's
blanket.
smiling.
I
Grandpa,
thought
No,
you
it's
said it didn't look
grimacing.
happy at us.
Grimacing.
Oh, grimacing.
Grimacing is not a smile.
Oh, so I'm in La La Land. Never mind. Can we try and talk to it first and say that Banrion invited us here before
You
attacking?
can try whatever you want to. Talking's a
On your
free
turn,
action.
yeah. Or whatever.
Since
yeah.
it is what it is, though, try and keep it short because you can only talk for 6 seconds.
Banrion invited us
talk.
here. Why are we being attacked? I'll just yell up at the, not yelling like angrily, but yell up at the tree.
And if Phelan's insight wasn't enough to do it, after you say that, it rips the blanket in two and discards the shards.
Okay.
It
Tears
broke
into them with its
my blanket.
sharp and leafy limbs.
Okay, Naya's
Breath
really
now.
mad now.
Dragon breath
That
now.
wasn't nice.
Okay. Click it so I can see what it does.
Oops.
Should have a Beyond 20 button when you click on the spell. Yeah.
I clicked beyond 20 and it just rolled the damage.
Okay.
Well, that's fine.
it's
That gives me the
14 dex
save that I need.
Yeah.
Oh. I clicked
Okay.
it twice.
Yep, that's what I need.
Right.
So I need
A 14 DC.
and
Dex.
it is a dex save. Okay, so it takes 7 damage. What kind of damage is it? Fire, I believe.
Fire!
Fire!
I can choose, but Phelan 9 out of 10 is always going to do fire.
Yeah, it takes half damage if it succeeds on that one. Yeah.
Yep, it did not succeed. It failed. You unleash your fiery breath, and the flame creeps up on it. You see some of the limbs kind of crackle with the damage from it, and it definitely seems like it took more damage from that than it would otherwise. Apparently,
Don't
would
catch
burn.
the blanket on fire.
Can we mend it after?
Probably, given time.
Yeah, okay. And that is all I'm going to do.
Okay. So now, Colfax,
Yep.
your turn.
I gotta think here for a moment.
If I had sending, I'd still be sending a message to the fairies being like, why is crap attacking us?
Feywild.
Well, and clearly they're not friends with Banrion because they did not like that.
So let me see. So what kind of creature is a Treant?
Treant.
Treant?
It's
an
a
ent.
moving
Plant
tree.
tree.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a tree plant type. Okay.
Yes, it is. It's a type plant.
Okay, cool. Just
You
want to make
hear
sure.
a very
And we saw that
gravelly.
it's very flammable.
You have a
Yes.
very gravelly, low growling sound coming from this tree right now, and it looks quite angry at you all. It does not look happy.
I'm gonna move back a little bit, so I'm not standing right next to it.
Okay, that will provoke if you do not disengage.
Oh, okay.
So, do you
I
wish
forgot.
to
Yes.
disengage? Because that's
Yes.
an action.
Yes.
Okay, so you use the disengage action.
Yep. And I move over here.
Okay,
Actually, here. And that'll be my turn.
alrighty. So, Nay, your turn. Colfax steps away, and it says in this gravelly, low, angry voice, "How dare you?" Nay, your turn.
So mean. Naya will say that, and she will go ahead and summon her spirit guardians.
Okay.
And I have to choose damage type. There we go.
Now, I think I have to make this visible to all. Okay, I've got it C for all. What's the radius?
15
15.
feet.
Can everybody see that?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't remember. Did we decide that upon casting counts it as it entering, or does it not count until it starts?
When you cast the spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon for spiritual weapon. But let me pull guardian. It pulled the wrong one when I clicked.
I thought
When you
it
cast
was.
It's
spell,
when
you
they
designate
first
any number
enter it
to
or
be
start its turn.
unaffected.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm reading.
So yeah, casting the spell does not make them take the
The
damage
creature's speed
immediately.
is halved in the area when the
When they
creature
start their turn.
enters or starts its turn there. So
Right.
yeah, it would be on its turn. It
Yeah.
won't do
Okay.
anything now.
Okay, so you cast Spiritual
So
Guardian.
that was my action.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a bonus and a move. I'm gonna do. We've said that I'm allowed to do Healing Word as a bonus action.
Yes.
Where I'm allowed to do it even though I've already cast a leveled spell.
Yes.
Okay. So
Healing Word is the exception.
I will Healing Word myself.
Okay.
Because I'm a little hurt. There we go.
You heal for 7.
7 out of my 9 back, so pretty good. And then I will move around, but not out of its melee.
Okay.
Well, actually, let me move so I have more people in it.
Yeah, pretty much the red area round is right outside of it. So moving out of that red area will be moving away from it. You can't move.
Yeah, I
really
want to
further
move
in.
up towards Colfax, but I don't want to leave Drema and Good Boy out of it.
So you want to move like right there?
Yeah, that was my thought, but they're out of it in that case, so they're not safe.
Gotcha.
In it, but oh well.
Anything else?
That's all I got. That's my movement, my bonus, and my action. So that is my turn.
Okay. Kalina, it's your turn.
I'm
How dare you follow that nightmare?
I'm disengaging and following Colfax.
Okay.
I'm thinking he does not like Banrion.
I don't think so either, but he's scaring me, Naya.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope. Disengage is
Midnight.
an action.
Well, if you had a bonus.
Yeah,
But-
I'm trying to do distance, so can't really.
Midnight is kind of terrified right now.
How dare you defile these woods?
You picked the plant.
I healed the ground after, and she did ask first.
I asked permission. I got no answer. I'm sorry.
Can the treant roll an intelligence saving throw, please? DC 15.
It certainly can. Let me see if it has any extra. Da-da-da.
Okay.
It passes?
It does pass. So the hand that was holding the blanket, it sees a bunch of flames erupt on its arm, but it realizes that it's an illusion. And
Okay.
so nothing actually happens. That was Phantasmal Force.
Alrighty. Anything else?
Sections. Nope. That's it. I'm just kind of frozen in spot at the moment.
Alrighty. You see the Trent kind of purse its wood-like lips, and it's kind of spits this cloud that appears to be spores of some type towards Phelan.
Towards Faye?
Yes.
I will
Is
be
it
right
because she fire damaged?
Yeah, she heard it.
Phelan, can you please
So it
give
might
me
not
a
be flour?
Constitution save?
Constitution save?
Yes.
No, the defiling the forest, I'm pretty sure it was the fly. Pretty sure that's still your fault.
But damaging treant is also defiling forest, isn't it?
He was aggressive before we attacked him.
Okay. You are stunned for 1 minute. At the end of each of your turns, you can try and make the save again. Stunned,
So
you are
8
pretty
rounds?
much completely incapacitated.
Cannot take your turn except to make your save at the end of the turn.
Yep,
Can we
and you can
shake
only
her out
kind
of stun?
stutter. No.
No.
Okay.
It's-
Do I have-
You'll
We can drag her
see
away.
the lady dryads for your defilement.
Can I yell back to the tree?
You can.
Is it about
And-
the flower, sir? I'm really, really sorry. I'll look like really sad and start to almost like cry.
It gives like an angry, gravelly chuckle that kind of vibrates through your bones, like thunder would if it rolled over you, and says, "Flower, no, you follow that nightmare Banrion."
Oh, so it's not the flower.
Okay.
And that's a good time to end.
Huh.
Ooh.
Well.
Can I roll my saving throw before we end?
Yeah, let her do her turn because it's just rolling a throw.
Alright.
Rolling a save.
Okay, we can go ahead and make a Constitution save.
Oh, it's Constitution save. I thought it was just a D20. I'm still stuck in 4E logic. You said Constitution save?
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, technically that would have been your d20 plus 2. So.
Oh yeah. It'll be
Moving
Nah,
14.
I'll let you roll it properly because we know RNG is what it is.
Okay.
Okay. So you say con save, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
that was a test roll because it's just a D20.
Don't roll a 2.
No, let's take that
All right.
12. Let's take that.
I was trying to argue for you to keep the 12.
Let's
I
take
I
am
tried.
back. Anything super important that I missed?
that.
We're about to wrap.
Mr.
We're
You
wrapping.
miss.
Mr.
About to wrap
Treant
it
is
up.
mad because we're following Banrion. It's not because I picked a flower.
Apparently,
Okay.
he does not like Banrion, and we don't know why.
Yep.
But we're
Yep,
gonna
he
end
keeps
here.
talking about that nightmare Banrion.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
How
so-
much damage did he do to Faye?
She is currently stunned,
0.
She's
I'm
just stunned. Yeah.
Oh.
and that means she is completely and totally out of it. She can only kind of speak falteringly. She
Right.
is incapacitated at the moment.
We can't
Okay.
shake
We
her
can-
out. We have to pull her out
We
if
can
we
pick her up
want.
and move.
Yep,
At
you
half
can pick
speed.
her up and move.
Can I
Yeah,
thorn
I
whip
put a
and
little
pull her
symbol on
away?
my token for it.
Can I thorn whip and pull her away after?
Well,
That's a possibility.
we would have to do it next time.
Yep.
I always forget which button these are.
It's the nom and noms button.
Anom. There.
All right. So, is there anything that needs to be said as we end our streams here?
Nope. That should be good to go. We've had an interesting turn of events here for our 13th session. I'm glad everybody could make it, and I hope to see everybody next time that we play.
Yay.
Yay!
Thanks everybody for stopping by for this 13th session of In the Demon's Grasp, and yay, we had a full team.
Yeah,
Bye,
yeah.
Yay.
stream.
Bye.
Bye,